Yo, what's up? It's Terp. Short intro this time. Let's get right into the topic of the video. Kick, Twitch. I'm sure you guys have all seen Kick pop up recently, and there's a lot of people that are just looking at it like it's Mixer or just looking at it like Facebook Live or whatever. But I think this is definitely different than a lot of those different players of the game, simply because I think Kick is something that comes with an in with the community. There's a lot of people that are within the community, connection wise and influencer wise, that are intertwined with the gaming community as a whole, that are involved with Kick, and I know there's a lot of controversy, so I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on the controversy and where I think everything stands, and we'll go for there. First of all, big shout out to Kick for what they're doing, what they've been able to do, regardless of the drama or whatever. It's extremely impressive, and any company that can pull off such an incredible feat should be proud of themselves. Starting with just a comparison of the platforms. This is the Twitch platform you guys all know and love. Here's my page, Onlyterp. Kick. Right? Very similar. Almost a copy and paste of each other, for being honest. Obviously Twitch being a little bit more optimized because it's been around longer. Kick's getting better every day. Try to be very neutral about this. So here's my take on the comparisons of the platform from a usability standpoint. Twitch is really polished. Obviously they've had some issues over the past, but Twitch is a pretty polished experience. The ads are really annoying though, and they go off in the middle of videos, like in the middle of important moments, and there's no way to rewind it. And so you literally just miss moments all the time with ads. So that's kind of annoying. There's also been a lot of like controversies with Twitch in regards to the way that they do bans and this, that, and the other. I'm not going to get into whether I agree or don't agree with them. I'm just pointing them out. Twitch is owned by Amazon. That's how you can get the Twitch Prime subs, which are a very large revenue generator for a lot of people within the Twitch website and ecosystem. So Twitch Prime, definitely want to make sure that we take that into account as far as value. Kick, their shtick is that they do 95% split with the creator, where the creators are getting 95% of everything. And they're also doing some pretty unique deals, and they're working on building other ways for people to build income as well. So we have Twitch and we have Kick. I think right now, regardless of whether you go to Twitch or Kick, these aren't the places where you will become famous or build your career in the grand scheme of things. Has it been done? Sure. Is it going to be done again? Sure. But the discoverability on a streaming website in general is just extremely low in comparison to algorithmic discovery websites like TikTok and YouTube, where they purposely push out content to people so they can see your stuff. Kick and Twitch are not going to really be taking advantage of features like that. Therefore, your discoverability is going to be very low. So as far as trying to become famous or grow, besides being, getting into the community, being hosted by somebody, which happens quite a lot on Twitch, and I'm sure it'll start happening on Kick, your means of growing is going to be coming from other platforms and bringing them in. If I'm comparing that, in terms of how Twitch pays you, Twitch does a 50-50 split, where they take half, and there's also fees and a lot of other stuff. So sometimes it ends up being more than that depending on where you are. And they've always had their own little partner thing, and it's always been a little bit different for each person. Some people have their own agreements. I don't really know. I'm not fully versed in exactly how they do it, but for the most part, they have a pretty good split system like that. So I want to talk a little bit about the controversies of both of these websites. Recently, Kick come out. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Kicks came out recently, and a lot of people are pointing out that it's funded by stake, which is gambling, online gambling. A lot of people are saying that Kick's existence stems from Twitch banning online gambling. And there's a lot of controversy in that because, you know, Twitch has DraftKings, and even, you know, there's a difference between legal gambling and unlawful gambling. And I'm not going to sit here and give an opinion on what I think is right or wrong. I think that is a discussion that's up to the individual for you guys to make for yourselves. I haven't, I've seen gambling on Twitch, and if anything, seeing it has made me not want to do it because I could just see myself losing a lot of money. I'm sure a lot of people are not in that situation, and they may get influenced into doing it, and it may ruin their life. So I'm not going to speak for those people. I'm just going to speak to myself. In my personal situation, I see it and I'm like, damn, that looks like a great way to delete all my money. And I don't have a lot, so that's my opinion on it. But again, you know, to sit here and act like Twitch doesn't come, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Twitch was Justin TV. And you know where I learned of Justin TV? From back in the day, how we were trying to pirate TV shows and watch like sports live for free and all that stuff without paying. We used to use Justin TV. So Twitch started out as a site to legally stream stuff. Like let's just be straight up. That's just how Twitch. I mean, I'll Google it and make sure, but I'm almost positive that it was Justin TV. Yeah, Justin TV moved to Twitch in 2011. Justin TV was a website that I strictly remember people using to pirate and show stuff that they weren't paying for. So to sit here and act like Twitch has came from a clean slate is kind of funny. And then Amazon, of course, one of the biggest companies in the world, a borderline monopoly. Obviously, I love Amazon. I'm a big advocate of Amazon. I don't know what they do for the world or whatever that, but as far as the services are concerned, having Amazon Prime, having access to purchase stuff, I use the service. I love the service. I think it's great. Monopoly or not, I love the fact that I can use Amazon. But I'm just gonna point out the facts. You know, it's a monopoly. People know this. It's one of the most dominant players in the world, and they're on Twitch. So to sit here and act like either of these websites are coming from a clean slate is kind of funny. Now, Kick, people are saying that people are using Kick as a means to funnel people to go gamble. As of right now, it might be a byproduct of that. But I think there's so much publicity on Kick and gambling and not using it for gambling that people really have the information to make the decision if they want to gamble or not. They're probably seeing the news of the drama. They probably know that it's owned by a gambling site. They probably have known about gambling anyways, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say it's right or wrong, but a lot of us people have access to this information, and decisions we make are ours to make, right? And putting that on a website for being right or wrong is you know, that's more of a legal concern. That if you want to take it that route, it's if it's about opinion, I think it's okay. I don't think that it's a big deal. I don't think there's any sort of implications that we can really say Twitch does this, Kick does this. They're not pushing publicly on any of their platforms for anything specifically. Obviously, you know, you see big slot machine streams here on Kick, you know, so it's not something that people don't know about. And but Twitch had a lot of gambling before, and who knows how many people went to gambling because of Twitch. So again, we can't sit here, and they may have made a decision to take it away, but that doesn't take away the harm that they did in the past. And like I said, to sit here and act like either of these people have a clean slate is kind of silly to me. That being said, I'm pretty neutral with both. I kind of see them at the same level. Maybe even a little bit more leaning towards Kick, simply because I haven't seen what they've done yet. They have time to unfold. And Kick, I've seen some of the decisions that they've made in the past in regards to moderation on the platform, and a lot of the time I disagree. A lot of the time I do agree, but I don't like the way that they execute it. And I think that they end up pissing a lot of people off or rubbing people the wrong way unintentionally, or sometimes they just will cater to a certain community and push off the genuine interests that other people have in other communities, and create this sense of bias that people don't don't really feel like is authentic. So I think it's really important to compare these platforms in a very neutral way. Personally, I use both. I watch Otoblock on Kick. I watched Otoblock for a long time. I love Otoblock. I'm gonna keep watching him. I don't care where he goes. You know, that's just my personal thing. Do I tune into him a lot less now that he's on Kick? Absolutely, because I have a lot of people that I watch on Twitch that I have ADHD. So when I'm watching somebody, sometimes I watch Otoblock because I just see his name on the left. Sometimes, you know, or sometimes something reminds me on Twitch. So yeah, having to open another website to check if somebody's live or to see what they're doing is a little bit of a barrier to entry sometimes for me to watch another platform. So that happens. So honestly, I want everybody. I want to have everybody consolidated so it'd make it easier for me. But if they're gonna split up, I'm gonna just check both. And as Kick's getting more people on there, I find it easier for me to check Kick because there's more people I'm interested in. You know, I check to see if XQC's on there, you know, etc. So it's definitely something to keep in mind that the way that we use these platforms is very up to ourselves, and we shouldn't be just letting people feed all of this propaganda and nonsense into our minds to tell us, hey, don't do this or do this. Use the platforms for yourself. Find out what you like, find out what you don't like. Be a part of the conversations if you want about alignment. And there's plenty of communities where you can talk about alignment of the platform. And there's social medias where you can have that conversation. And I just want everybody to have an open, positive communication with each other about this stuff instead of sitting here and trying to make everybody look bad or make people feel guilty or strong arm somebody or try to, you know, just not communicate it in a neutral way. I don't think that our species is devolved to the point where we can't have good communication about stuff. And really, I really do believe in humanity, that we can have these conversations and properly figure out what we do and don't align with, and then not have as much drama about it online. Because I would love to see my social media pages and my gaming pages that I check all the time filled with cool gamer moments and fun stuff that's coming out, and a lot less filled with like drama regarding to different platforms and stuff. And I think competition's great, so I think having Kick and Twitch existing simultaneously will only improve both platforms. And I'm excited for that. So that's basically everything I had to say. I know I dragged on a lot. My videos are going to be just me babbling, so if you're down for just hearing complete babble about stuff, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Terpdom, or whatever we end up calling this. Or maybe you guys will give me a funny name, or maybe no one will ever hear this and I'm talking to myself, and 20 years from now I can watch these videos and reminisce. So no matter what happens, it's gonna be awesome. Love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, your weekend, whatever day it is. And if this is far in the future, I hope things are beautiful. I hope the world really just keeps getting better, because I believe in it and I believe in you. All right, have a great rest of your night, day, evening, morning, week. What?